Imagine losing your husband suddenly, with no will to guide you, and wondering how you'll keep going. That happened to me. But Social Security survivor benefits lifted us up. Stay with me to see how we found a way to survive. My name is May, and I'm 62 years old. I grew up in a small town in California, raising my 2 grandchildren after my daughter passed away years ago. My husband, Paul, worked as a gardener, tending flowers and lawns with his strong hands, and we lived in a cozy house with a little yard. We saved a little money, but we never talked about a will. Life felt too busy. Paul was my rock, always making me laugh with his silly jokes. But one day last year, he had a heart attack and was gone in an instant. When he died, I was lost. There was no will, and I didn't know what to do with our house or money. My grandchildren, ages 10 and 12, looked to me for answers, but I felt like a ship without a captain. The bills started piling up, and I worried we'd lose everything he worked for. Social Security is like a warm hand reaching out when you fall. It helps you stand again. For me, it meant survivor benefits, money you can get from your spouses. Social Security after they pass, to help the family keep going. I didn't know if I qualified, and with no will, I thought we were in trouble. If you're watching, maybe you've lost someone dear too, or maybe you're wondering how survivor benefits can help. I'm going to take you through my story, step by step, to show you how we made it. After Paul died, the house felt empty. I sat at our kitchen table, staring at his old gardening gloves, tears falling as I thought about him. The bank called, saying we owed money on the house because there was no will to say it was mine. My grandchildren asked why we couldn't buy new shoes, and I had to say no, my voice breaking. I felt like a failure, like I'd let Paul and the kids down. I tried to figure things out, calling the bank and a lawyer friend, but it was confusing. The lawyer said, without a will, the house and money could go to the state or take months to sort out. I sold some of Paul's tools to pay bills, but it wasn't enough. I stayed up late, rocking my youngest grandchild to sleep, wondering how we'd eat next month. Survivor benefits sounded like hope, but I didn't know how to get them. I went to the Social Security office, a quiet place with kind people. A woman named Lisa sat with me, explaining that survivor benefits are like a gift from your spouse's work, helping you after they're gone. She said I might get money based on Paul's years of gardening, but I needed his work records and our marriage papers. I found some papers in a drawer, but they were old and messy, and Lisa said it could take weeks to process. Weeks. I didn't have that. The electric bill was overdue, and the kids needed school supplies. I asked my neighbor, a retired nurse named Clara, for help. She brought food, but I hated taking charity. One night, the lights flickered, and I feared they'd turn off. I held my grandchildren close, praying for a way out. Have you ever felt lost after losing someone? Tell me in the comments how you found your strength. It might comfort someone else. Then, a letter came from the Social Security office. My hands shook as I opened it with the kids watching. Would it bring good news, or would we lose our home? I took a deep breath, waiting to see. The letter was a blessing. It said I qualified for survivor benefits, about $1,000 a month, based on Paul's work history. I cried with joy, hugging my grandchildren as we sat on the couch. I called Lisa, and she helped me set up direct deposit so the money would come straight to my bank. She also told me about extra help for housing, which eased my fears about the mortgage. It felt like Paul was still looking out for us. Lisa gave me a good tip. Check your Social Security account online once a year to make sure your benefits are right. Like checking the weather before a picnic. I did that and saw my first payment coming, steady and sure. With that money, I paid the electric bill and bought the kids new shoes. It was a small step, but it felt big. We're doing better now. The house is still ours, and I planted flowers in the yard, just like Paul used to. My grandchildren laugh again, playing outside, and I sit with them, telling stories about their grandpa. Survivor benefits give us $1,000 a month, enough to cover food and bills, and I started saving $10 a month for a rainy day. It's not easy, but it's ours, earned by Paul's hard work. I miss him every day, but this money helps me feel strong. The chaos is gone, and I'm raising the kids with love, like he would have wanted. At 62, I feel resilient, like a tree that bends but doesn't break. Our home is a place of peace again. Here's another tip. If your spouse passes, ask the Social Security office about survivor benefits soon. It's like asking for a map when you're lost. Have you ever found help after a big loss? Share your story in the comment side. Love to hear how you kept going. Social Security survivor benefits saved us when we thought we'd fall apart. It's like a warm blanket on a cold night. If my story touched your heart or taught you something, please like this video and subscribe for more stories like mine. Click the bell so you don't miss the next one. I'm May, and I'm proof you can find a way through even the hardest times. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.